I did plant quite a bit more walking onions. All those sets that I showed you last few times. Most of them. I think this bumblebee thinks I'm a flower because I'm in yellow. Anyway, I planted most of them in the same bed. I gave some away to friends, and this bed is probably going to be mostly herbs and onions and garlic and things like that. And behind me, I will likely only leave a little section, maybe for a couple of single stem tomatoes, and the rest is going to be for strawberries. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, if I'm going to leave like a foot behind for cucumbers, because the cucumbers seem to like it there, although not this year. What else? In the back, I've decided to take the blueberries out, the blueberry bushes out, and plant them in containers, probably move them in the front, and just plant a few more raspberries and blackberries, because they did great this year. The raspberries did absolutely great. Very happy with how they turned out. I've been picking probably a good handful of raspberries every day for Alex, and this is only their really the first year after a full season of them growing, and they did great. And what else? This area here, I will probably, as I said, I'll remove the asparagus, and I'll plant tomatoes in the entire bed. Probably will try to grow a couple of single stem. I think I said that last time too, but we'll see how it goes. I might try to grow fewer plants because I seem to overcrowd them every year, and my desire to have more. And once there is a disease, it just spreads to all of them. Beans seem to like it here. I'll probably plant also a few cucumbers as well here next year, and again this will probably remain my cold crop bed. We'll see. The lettuce did pretty good last summer. Well, this spring, not summer. This spring, the lettuce did pretty well. Had a few radishes. A lot of New Zealand spinach for second year, and for second year I don't eat it, so I'll probably not let it grow next year. I mean, it's probably a nice plant, but I never really ate it. And yeah, as far as the beans go, the Garden of Eden beans, the wider, flatter beans, they're awesome, very buttery, very tasty. So we'll probably plant more of those next year, although the rattlesnake ones start earlier, so I'll probably have a few of those as well, and just, have a little bit of earlier harvest. And peas, yeah, the peas were a good thing to have last year, munching on peas. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'll probably work mostly on the front yard next season. More grassy kind of stuff than anything else. Like grasses and shrubs. We did put the fence finally, so I'll probably plant something around it. We'll see what. Haven't decided yet. Yeah. So let me take you over here and show you quickly how things look. So this is what the Egyptian walking onions look like right now. These are doing great, scallions, perfect. I've planted probably up to here, some more of them with all the sets, and some of them are even starting to poke out of the ground. This was only, I don't know, maybe less than a week ago. My chives here are doing all right. They seem to have finally settled, so they'll probably grow nicely. And nothing there on the other end. I'll probably use that for garlic again. Garlic did all right, unlike the onions. The garlic, I think, did all right. far as peppers and tomatoes go, I did pick a few cherries actually from here, quite a few. And the peppers, these are actually great peppers. This plant, I'll probably try it again next year because these are really nice, sweet, very long peppers. If only I got more than one per plant, that'll be even better. And yeah, for some reason my peppers just don't grow well. Well, not for some reason, I'm pretty sure what it is. They just don't get enough sun. And as you can see, this one is actually just now starting to put peppers. And it has a good amount. I mean, there are probably almost a dozen peppers here, but the season is too short in this area, so they're not really gonna grow. And the other pepper plants, they're also flowering, but it's a little too late. So I'll have to figure this out next year. I'm not going to plant them here. I'll probably plant them in containers in the front where it's warmer, probably much better for them anyway. And the back, the cucamelons, they still seem to be growing, even though towards the left side the plant seems to be finally dying off a little bit. Towards the right side, it's still just growing and producing cucamelons, and they're all over the place. This entire bed is now pretty much taken over by these cucamelons. I mean, it's fine. I think I told you when we came back from our vacation, I picked about 7.5 pounds of these things. I pickled them last week, and I picked another 4.5 pounds. Pickled those as well. Mostly from the plant in the front, actually, not from the 3 plants here. Plant in the front is doing much, much better. But it's warmer over there, there's a lot more sun, and yeah, I mean, it's normal that the one over there is growing much better. At least the bumblebees love them. I have a lot of bumblebees flying around all the time, trying to pollinate the little flowers, because this is still flowering. It's still covered in flowers. That and the little tomatoes, as you can see here in the front, they're still flowering, no problem at all. But yeah, it's kind of the end of September, even though today and tomorrow is going to be hot. It's pretty chilly at night, so I don't know how well they'll do and how long they'll last. I'll probably remove a whole bunch of this either next week or the week afterwards, because I want to start preparing the bed for the strawberries for next year. As far as the tomatoes, I mean, they look horrible, but we still can't eat them fast enough. There's still plenty for us, and yeah, I mean, they're sweet, they're small, but there are a lot of them. It doesn't look like it, but when you start picking them, they start adding up. I had a few big ones, a whole bunch of small ones. We'll see next year. As I said, I'll try to do more single-stemmed plants, or if I'm doing the multi-stem plants like I'm doing here, this is one plant with 3 major stems. I will probably treat each stem as one plant and really prune it on the way up, just to see what happens. And then again, as I said, I said the same thing last time, and I didn't really do it. But it's all right. It's all good. Still plenty of tomatoes. Not as many as last year, definitely, but still plenty. And I just want to show you the amount of raspberries that are on these plants and are still getting ready to produce. I mean, this is crazy. Look at this. I come here every day, every evening after work, and I pick a good, I don't know, half a cup of these to a cup every single day. And they're great. The blackberries are also great. They're a little behind, but they're also loaded. In fact, let me show you. I know it's a little hard to see, but if you look, you'll see how many blackberries are on each of those those ends, those canes. A lot of them are still flowering, but some of them are said I've already started to pick. There are more that are ripening on the other end of the bed. So super happy with those. Super happy with those. A few more over here. You can see this is just, it's awesome. I love it. And in the back, you can probably see the ones ripening. Yeah. And these canes, I mean, look at how long this is. Let me zoom out to actually show you. So look at this thing. This thing is going, so this is about 6 plus maybe 5. This is at least 11 feet, this cane. And it's not stopping, it's still growing. I don't see any flowers on it or any buds for berries, so I don't think this will actually set any fruit. But I have 3 of those or something, and it's just ridiculous. I never knew blackberries grow like this, can grow like this anywhere. Oh, and some good news about the back. I spoke with the building behind, and we're going to be clearing all the trees in the back, and I'll probably be pouring some concrete or something to prevent everything from coming over, and that should be good. Hopefully I'll manage to kill some of the roots as I'm digging to pour the concrete, so that they don't crop up into the beds and take all the nutrients and all the water, because I don't really want to be growing these crazy pest trees. I want to be growing whatever's in my beds. And not much is happening here by the kiwi berries. The plants aren't really growing much at all. But that's, end of the season kind of thing. So probably you can see at the bottom there, they're kind of starting to yellow, and I'm guessing they're going to start dropping leaves soon. It's all right. They pretty much reached where I want them to reach, so I'm just going to be trimming them probably for next season, and I'll let them kind of start growing along the trellis. I'll also have time to actually do the rest of the trellis so that they can grow on more than just one piece of wire. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll also plant my grapevine over there, and we'll see how that goes. And this is the cucamelon that's taking over this entire area. It is absolutely ridiculous. Not only is it overgrowing over there, but all this part is also done. I mean, this is going to be green in no time, and it still produces. Yep, it still produces. So we'll see what will happen here.